Hello, choro-q collectors. Pretty early on in my choro collecting, I got this thing. It's a GTR, Skyline GTR of the Hakosuka. And it came with a sticker set. And I just put the number 6 on there because I saw these photographs of a real car with number 6. And then I 3D printed my own wheels on there with some brakes. And I've been quite happy with it since. But I like these classic Skylines so much. There's a new player in town. We're going to do a little comparison. This will be interesting. I've never compared choro-qs before. This is a resin model. It's made by Crafts Tech Fuelme. Now see, Fuelme makes really nice resin models and accurate looking cars. So I have a suspicion Fuelme made this and Crafts Tech is probably like the brand that's taking credit for the cartoon series or something. I don't know for sure. All I know is I've seen this Crafts Tech before when I was looking for the Austin Mini Cooper, which was long sold out. And hopefully, well, I'd be curious if they make that car again. Because this I picked up relatively recently. And I think it wasn't made too long ago. But the Mini Coopers were made a long time ago, and there's no way I'll ever get one from Crafts Tech. Okay, show the world the charm of Chinese car model art. Okay, I'm doing that right now, actually. Alright, so this case here seems alright. It's your standard plastic case. It's taped together. I find that it's always good to take tape and cover up these screws, because if you stack up your boxes, that screw will scratch the top of the box it's sitting on. So I learned that lesson the hard way. Since I have tape, I'm going to just do that. I'm not going to take this on the stand. It's too expensive. I don't want to drop it. I don't want to get my fingerprints all over this thing. I have this one if I want to actually fondle something anyways. Okay, so let's see. You know, it's a cartoon car, so can't really compare it 100% perfectly, but you know, that looks like the front end of that real car, so it's not bad. The rear 3/4, yeah, I guess it's not bad again. Although it's not the best photograph I pulled up there. Alright, and it's got these Watanabe style wheels there. So let's take a closer look here now. So first thing I'm noticing is there's no interior on this one. It's just literally blacked out. I almost think this black might be a decal as well, because there's like air pockets and stuff, right? So that's kind of weird. But I guess, well, I don't know. I mean, would it be easier to paint that black or have a decal black? Not sure. Alright, so now the wheels themselves, they are those Watanabe style wheels. I gotta get a flashlight. I'm curious if there are any brakes or anything like that back there. Not that I can see. No, I think that's just the white of the body. Yeah, there's no brakes. Okay. So, these graphics though, are they... I think they must be decals. I don't think I've seen tampos on resin models ever, now that I think of it. I don't know if resin models ever use tampo prints. But yeah, let me just inspect this NGK one here. It does look very smooth, or maybe not. Now here you can see the wrinkliness, so I'm pretty sure that's a decal. Yeah, it's not as smooth as over here. Alright, well anyways, we got a door handle detail. We got these little rivet mark details on the fender flares, so that's pretty neat. The tires are sunken in quite a bit. It definitely gives it that race car look. Like literally the thing is just jammed up in there. Alright. The front end, as we saw, the light covers are very nice. Very shiny red. And then this is a recessed grill area. And then there's this hose for the oil cooler. And it's a really thin hose. I shouldn't probably be touching it. Hold on here. I get different angles. The radiator, I mean that oil cooler does have a bunch of rib details. this is silver, these turn signals, and it doesn't have any indication here. It's just like a depression. There's no silver paint there, so that's a bit lacking. And this one has a chin spoiler, whereas that photograph, I don't think it has a chin spoiler. So I'm not sure, they just added that for style or something. And while we're at it, this placard is nice. It's a metal, photo etched. It says it's a car from 1971. It's got a bunch of the sponsorship on it, and then this is limited number. Oh my goodness, this is very limited. So there's 100 of this. Oh, I know there was a green one and a blue one as well with different numbers. So there's 3 colors offered in this release. But even so, that still means there's less than 300 of these. So if you like Skylines and cartoon cars, you better find this thing fast. So those are separate hood latches. Pretty nice. That's a nice detail. It's not a print. It's literally a formed piece. Look how glossy this is. But unfortunately, look at the wrinkliness of the decal. But yeah, I can feel a break there. So I think the decal is above the clear coat. Some rib detail in here. They didn't get in all the recesses. The wiper blades seem to be separate pieces. They look like they're photo etched metal, very spindly, very thin. I'm still trying to figure this out, if that's a decal or not. It is wrinkly, so I have a suspicion this must be a decal, it's not paint. Alright. Oh, look at this. Well, this is weird though. It's got the exhaust pipes coming out the side here, but they're facing the wrong direction. Right? They're literally facing forward. That makes no sense. So unfortunately, whoever made this put these on backwards. Right? If you're gonna have pipes, these should be going that direction, right? So that's weird. That's a weird QC problem. All right, going to the back, we have those same latches to hold the trunk down, which is nice. There's a little air passing behind them. And then we have very, very thick rear lights with a little rectangle in there as well, which, I don't know, I can't tell in the photograph. And then this is where the original bumper used to be, and that's been removed, which is accurate. There should be a tow hook here, I think, but it's not here. This is where the original exhaust would have been, but it's not on this one, of course. This rear wing, I don't know if that's like a separate piece or not. It looks like it's like part of this casting, but that would be impossible to make. So I have to assume it's glued down. Oh, I think what they did is they glued it down and then they clear coated it. There's a lot of mysteries going on. I'm not sure how they got that wing on there to look so seamless. Okay. Alright. Just giving you guys a nice close-up view here, magnified. I'm just impressed. I'm impressed with this model. It's really just how shiny the clear coat is. Alright. Okay, so very happy. Let's compare it to a couple other models. Well, the first one would be that choro-q. Right. So, choro-q I think was not necessarily going for this car because it doesn't have the same stripe pattern, but they did include very similar stickers, right? But what's nice about this choro-q is it has this Skyline logo printed there. Granted, that's not on the real car, so I'm not faulting this model here. And then choro-q has these printed on wiper blades and just like a painted on hose, but not much. There's no oil cooler dangling off the front, so that's a detail that's lacking. Also, these headlight covers don't really look like the real car. This is much more accurate looking. But this choro-q wasn't very expensive when it was brand new, so no fault, I guess, of Tomy Tech, the makers of this stuff. This model is from 2003 as well, so keep that in mind. It's almost a 20-year-old toy. So pretty good, though, for its day. And actually, it's still pretty good for now. Boy, the other thing to compare it to would be a Kyosho, a 1/64 scale model. And here's a green one, the number 30. And boy, I also have this blue one, but I don't think I can fit it on here. I've done reviews of these if you want to look them up. But these two Kyoshos are quite different. You know, this one has wiper blades, this doesn't. The radiator, the oil cooler is different. The shape of it is different as well. Just the headlight covers are different. So, yeah, anyways, you can search out a different video of that. Let's let these three go for a spin. Alright, now let's let this thing go for a spin on its own with a little more close-up. So, I'm happy I have this model. It's definitely a step above the choro-q as it should be, just given the price of this thing. But in the realm of high-end cartoon models, this isn't the greatest thing I've ever seen, not close. Because the better high-end cartoon models actually have interiors with seats and steering wheels and stuff like that. So that's definitely missing from this one. I do like that it has the clear taillights. By default, they can't have clear headlights because it's a racing version. I'm gonna guess that maybe they'll come out with regular road-going cars because they have the exhaust, you know, port sitting there waiting for a muffler, and then you have the holes in the front and the rear for bumpers. You know, they would have to have separate bumpers, but the holes are already there, so I wouldn't be surprised if in the future time you're gonna see a regular road-going cartoon car from these guys. And I'll probably get that as well because it'd be different enough from this thing. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.